like 3 film posters from Robert Eggers. And he makes these very gothic, dark, very broody films. And he's really well known for making them. And they all kind of take place in, well, 2 of them take place in the 19th century and one in the 17th century. So I think it'd be really good for like research and pre-production when I look at fonts and I can find some really cool themes for like Victorian-esque fonts, I think. And looking at the 60s posters in particular too, because I feel like I can link some of the themes in these films to kind of what some posters in the 60s would have also had in them. Target audience, I think the target audience would be 16 to 18 years old, although the films are rated 15, because I think the themes in there, I don't think a 15-year-old would like kind of like the stuff in there, even though it's rated it. So I think 16 to 18 would be my target audience for the posters. And well, yeah, because they're so like graphic and violent and stuff. Even though it is rated it, I don't think they'd particularly enjoy it. And I think someone in 16 to 18-year-olds age bracket would probably understand it more. What I hope to research into, I think for the lighthouse, I think Greek mythology would be a big part because the 2 characters in the film are kind of symbolizing the Greek gods, Proteus and Prometheus. Um, and when interviewing the director, he said that they hadn't had much like interaction in other Greek entries in history, so he wanted to kind of put them together in his own way, and he done that by making the film. And I like Greek mythology too quite a lot, so I think it'd be really interesting when I research into it. Nosferatu, germ theory. This is it kind of relates to Nosferatu, like the vampire himself, because kind of proving how do you prove something is like real without kind of being able to see it, and when other people are kind of thinking like we can't see it, so we're not going to believe in it, in a sense, like long forgotten creature who nobody really believes in, but one person does believe in it, sort of like germ theory. Um, the witch, I think, the real history of witches, which I researched into a little bit, in the 16th and 17th century, would be really, really interesting, and to find the kind of ties that the director wanted to go into when he was researching into the film, and the kind of themes and just the way he kind of made the film and like the inspirations. That'd be really interesting. Now, skills that I'll be demonstrating, I'll be showing how I use noise threshold and color gradients, and properly laying out the images on the posters to look visually appealing. I'll also be linking my research and pre-production to my final pieces, so I kind of can't kind of have a thread that goes through them all, kind of linking them all together. Um, Equipment would mainly be Macs and my hard drive. Now using Photoshop for all my posters because I feel like this what I've used before and all the editors and the tools I'm quite familiar with. And I'll make sure to save my work on my OneDrive on my SSD. Any problems? I probably will encounter problems, so and they'd mainly be Macs and be crashing, being slow. I might forget my SSD, so I can't gonna be able to save my work. Um, so I basically just got to make sure to remember my SSD and kind of make sure that the Mac is only signing to me to make it less. So I won't slow down. That's it.